Hey, what's up everybody, BDF 44 coming up to another video. Alright, so I walked down a few blocks down from the Gower Gulch, and I'm passing Vine. I was going to show y'all the McDonald's that I always talk about that my mom and I used to go to, but I'd rather walk down this way and show you my neighborhood Wells Fargo. That's no longer the Wells Fargo. This used to be the Wells Fargo that my mom went to when I was a kid. This was her neighborhood bank that she would always go to. And there used to be some, I don't know where those ATMs used to be up. It was in here somewhere. But I think they had an ATM stuck in here somewhere in here. It's an ATM. I think it used to be like one of these windows. But here goes the Cinerama Dome, also known as ArcLight Cinemas. Very famous Cinerama Dome. We went here 1.5 million times too. Definitely that. This might be a very distinctive place for a lot of people, but for me it's just another movie theater. I swear to y'all. That's all it is. That's another movie theater that my mom and I used to go to 1 million times when I was a kid. Cinerama Dome. Oh, they closed it, huh? They close and open this place and close and open it. They do this a lot. They can't seem to figure out if they want to keep it up or close it down. They never do. Every time I come over here, it's something different. But they have closed it down this time. I'm sure it'll be open next time. That's just how this goes with that place. But this used to be across the street where they have Penthouse. It looks like Penthouse or Lighthouse. I don't know what that says, but that was where our neighborhood Amoeba used to be. Either it was, yeah, Amoeba was over there, where Lighthouse is now. And they've since moved Amoeba down on Hollywood Boulevard. But this is where I would go to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. By the way, that CNN building's always been there. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on CDs was right here in this place. Lighthouse Los Angeles, which used to be Amoeba. And then I used to go to a club down this way sometimes. At that little entrance down there, I don't know if you could see that, but that's where I would go to a club that I often went to. This used to be my neighborhood Jack in the Box. I finally closed it down, but that was where Jack was in my life. Anytime we went to Jack, it was here. Right. And yeah, man, we're entering Cahuenga. If you could see that steeple up there, that's Blessed Sacrament. If you could see it ahead, the same Blessed Sacrament we went to last time I was telling y'all about. And Film School LA has always been here. That's always been there. And yeah, I'm about ready to get back on the train. Back up to Hollywood and Vine and catch the train over there. And let these upload and get back home and charge this phone, because I think we're on like 38%. And I'm sure I'm running that down to 20 something now. So yeah, man, just wanted to show y'all a little more Hollywood, where I'm ultimately from. Most of the stuff that's ahead of this you've already seen. Once we start getting past this next block, I'll be at Blessed Sacrament again. So ain't no sense in going back down there. You guys know what that is. You can go back and check my Hollywood videos out to see what that was like. And yeah, man, this is it. My neighborhood YMCA was up this way. The neighborhood library that I used to go to, the only library we would ever go to, is over here. Up Cahuenga, I believe it was on Cahuenga. I think so. Either it was a Cahuenga or the street over, but I think it was, it might have been the street over. I don't remember, man. I don't remember. But yeah, what it is, man. Hollywood. Walk down these streets many times, many times. And go back down this way to get to my junior high school. It was somewhere down in the streets, way back down that way. Twist and turn, go down Santa Monica, twist and turn some more. You'll find Bancroft Middle School. That's where I went. So yeah, man, coming up this street for old time's sakes. And for those who are wondering where we are, Cahuenga is where, if you go down several blocks, you're gonna see that old laundromat that burnt down I was telling y'all about. And of course the Popeyes is at the end of the block here. So I probably should have went up that way to get on the train, but whatever. Still kind of turned around, man. But this is my neighborhood, man. This is where I'm from. The entire encompassing of this, all the way down Sunset, all the way back down to Vermont. That's a lot of what my stomping ground is, man, where I've spent the majority of my childhood, all of my childhood, really, up until like 17, 16 years old. It's over here. This used to be that Jack in the Box that mom, she liked her, what did she call that thing? It wasn't called a chalupa, it was called something else. Fajita, I think it was. Chicken fajita, she called it a fajita. She was from the Bay, so she couldn't say it properly. But she would get that thing all the time back in the 90s and 80s. And this was the library. I think this used to be the library. I'm pretty sure this is the library. Of course, they've turned, you know, it's long gone, but that was the library that we used to go to. I think that was it. Pretty certain it is. Yeah. Our neighborhood library. A lot when I was a kid, because she really liked grabbing books from that place and getting them for me as a little child. So, yeah, we went there at least once every 2 weeks, something like that, when I was little. A lot of stuff that she did that I would never do as a grown man. Stuff that we did a lot when I was really little. And if I'm not mistaken, the YMCA is still up over across the way, about 2 blocks over that away. I think that's how that went. Yeah, it's the neighborhood. This is the neighborhood. We're gonna be coming up on that Popeyes in about 2 blocks. This place, I don't think they called it third base back when I went there, but this building here, you could watch like Laker games and stuff like that back then.
I've escaped. And I gotta go back.
That was the LGBTQ club across the street. That was always there. They changed that now, but that's what it was when I was a kid. And I don't know what they call it now, but that white door right there is where they used to go in and hang out. It was well more progressive than most neighborhoods in this world. Because when I was a little kid, that's where they were hanging out. It was the rainbows and all that stuff out there back in like 1990. Way before it became as acceptable as it is everywhere now. They were always here. And so, yeah, man, this is the neighborhood, man. This is it. I'm back on Cahuenga once again. I realize this is where the world often leads me to when I don't have really much to do in the day. This is where I find myself. So I just try to make that the case, man. Just go with what feels right. The tattoo parlor, I think is moving. And the tattoo shops and stuff like that. This was a record company. I think it was a record company back in the day. It wasn't Real Songs. It might have been a BMG or something like that. I don't remember. BMG or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, man. A lot of these places I frequented a lot, man. And we're coming up on Popeyes and that spot where I told you I dropped all my food and I wasn't happy about it. That's where this is somewhere on this area is where I dropped my food. After leaving Popeyes, walking down the street, headed back to Sunset. All types of chicken I had in my bag. Boom, dropped to the floor, man. Chicken all on the ground. Miserable memory, I tell you, miserable memory. But so many times I sit outside of this area right here, just loitering basically as a young man. Outside of this, what used to be a newsstand. This was a newsstand right here in front of the Popeyes. Very famous newsstand we used to hang out. Get all types of Source magazines and stuff like that right here. And walk in there. It was like an entrance area right here where you'd walk in, step up, and go inside too. A lot of memories, man. This Popeye's still here. This Popeye's still here. So we're back on Hollywood Boulevard now. I'm about to head back to the train station. This is it. This is it, man. I done had enough. Charge the phone, do my thing. I think that's an actor, yo. But like a regular white actor, he now has dreads. It's weird. You see the face and then you look at what he's wearing, like, what the hell? Like, I know you, but you don't look like that. That's exactly what that was right there. But yeah, man, this is Hollywood. This is what it's all about. Headed up toward Ivar. Class this will be in the train station with the W and Pantages across the street. And y'all know this area if you followed me last time. We've already walked this. Chris Farley, Rodney Dangerfield, rest in peace to the legends. And yeah, man, that's what it is. I think I'll cut it off somewhere around here. Ain't too much to see after this that you guys haven't already seen. I don't know of the car accident that happened in front of this Scientology building. Once upon a time, me and my friend, it was like 4 of us, we were sitting in front of this place where I used to get, somewhere in here there was a building that had like veggie burgers, and I think I came out of there after getting veggie burgers, and I think the Oasis, which was like a church slash, was right over here. You can't see it right now. There, somebody was driving down Sunset Boulevard and ran into where this truck is right there. Boom. You saw just the car just kind of smash in. About 5 guys ran out of this Scientology building like SWAT team members, ran over to the car, pulled that dude out of the car, picked him up and pulled him back in the room, into that building. And when I say surgical, bro, surgical. It was as if they were anticipating it happening. That's what that was. I had never seen nothing like that in my life, since or before that. It was a huge car accident, and then they came out of there like gangbusters. It was like 6 of them, grown men, and they ran over to that car, pulled him out of there, and pulled him back into this building. It took about 37 seconds. They ran, pulled him out of there because he had crashed his car right in there, took his body, ran him into that building, and that was it. You couldn't believe it unless you saw it yourself. But it was me, my boy Cage, and a few others saw it. We were like, what the fuck? That's when I knew that Scientology stuff, it's a little different than what people think. It's a little different than what they think. It's less like what you think, and it's more like something like a militant type of thing. That's when I understood that they're a little different than they want people to think. It's like, what the hell? Like that, I'm telling you, I'll never forget that for as long as I live, y'all. Never, never will I forget that. And so, yeah, I'm glad I was able to tell that story on camera. I don't know what y'all into Scientology, but I want you to know I saw that. I saw that, and so did a couple of us. And it was almost like y'all knew that was going to happen. It was like y'all were anticipating that happen. He was probably one of your guys. And it was that kind of thing, man. Weird stuff, y'all. Weird stuff. But, yeah, man. Glad I was able to tell that story. I don't think I've ever told that story on camera. But that actually happened. And so, yeah, we're back in front of those who care about that. This used to be the Brown Derby right here. Now it's a parking lot. I told y'all about that. Pantages, y'all know about that. Yeah, man. It's the neighborhood. This is where I'm from. And now it's too expensive to live. That's pretty much it. Now it's well too expensive to live. And I know to get out the way when people are coming up across this area, because a lot of times people run up this little thing right here. I've seen people do it before. So you will very easily get hit when somebody's doing that. But yeah, man. Know this area about as well as anything in my life. And now I'm ready to go back to North Hollywood because I'm starving. I think I got what I needed out of this area. Don't need to do anything else over here. And that's pretty much it, man. My name is BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching.